Welcome to the 105th Kamehameha School Song Contest, E Kipa e Nanea e Ho'olau Kanaka, Songs of Hawaiian Hospitality. This year's theme is inspired by the popular island song, Kia Waiki, written by renowned composer Helen Deshay Beamer, a graduate of the Kamehameha School for Girls in 1900. She recounts a festive gathering at the beachside home of famed legislator and popular sportsman Francis E. Brown, saying, "Come visit and relax, gather around and enjoy the party." Kia Waiki captures the spirit of joy and generosity, which is at the heart of Ho'okipa, hosting guests. As we prepare for an evening of songs expressing hospitality here in Hawaii, we are reminded that the art of receiving visitors is an ancestral Pacific heritage that extends far beyond our shores. This year, the iconic double-hulled voyaging canoe, Hokule'a, celebrates 50 years of promoting indigenous knowledge, protecting island earth, and spreading aloha through acts of kindness and hospitality. Since its launch at Kualoa in 1975, Kamehameha students have maintained a special heritage kuleana with Hokule'a, providing cultural engagement at landfalls around the world. This May, the Moana Nui Akea voyage will continue its journey throughout the Pacific, engaging in welcoming protocols, gift exchange, elaborate feasts, and strengthening bonds of kinship and aloha. Please enjoy the celebration of Ho'okipa here in Hawaii and beyond our shores.
I think every time the canoe comes in, it's a surge of emotions within you to see your people coming to a land that might not be necessarily their home, but they're being welcomed in a way that it would seem like they're coming home. I remember there being the beach at Papaete was absolutely packed with people from all over, came to witness the canoes arriving. It was really, really awesome to see for myself what Indigenous people are capable of, really giving not only Hawaiians but people everywhere hope. Ho'okipa is everywhere across the Pacific and even around the world, but it felt really special over there to experience their Ho'okipa and how much they cared and how much aloha they had for us and what we were doing over there. It was really nice to see them allowing us to do our protocols and our ceremonies, but they also had their protocols and their ceremonies as the host. That was maybe the first time that I had experienced the Tahitian Ho'okipa, and I remember seeing a lot of parallels. Part of that ceremony was us dancing Aloha Tahiti and Ku'ika'aiho and Kleokua Kapa to connect us to the people there and to our ancestral homeland. I had been dancing some of Uncle Randy's compositions about Tahiti for maybe 5 years at that point. And so finally being able to go over there and see all of these things we were dancing about in person was really awesome for me. My kumu asked me if I would take the awakua and the ho'okupu onto the marae and walk across the marae and go all the way to the back and hanai all the pohaku over there with awa. It was really cool to know that these pohaku and that marae had been there since the birth of our people. I was now going to be almost placed on the timeline with my kupuna who have originated there. Our kupuna for hundreds of years have kept practices alive, such as ho'okipa. And I think these experiences have really instilled in me the importance of traditions.
I think the main focus of Hokule'a was to reestablish, revitalize, and strengthen our connection to our ohana in the Pakipika, the ohana moana nui a kea ho'i. And only thereafter did we feel it was appropriate to go and to visit the indigenous peoples of other oceans outside.
The voyage of the Hokule'a reconnects us to each other on a primal level. It harks back to our oneness, to the starting point of our interconnectedness and our human journey.
We had a very intimate ceremony here with the Tutu Foundation. It was just our way of recognizing him by performing a song in his honor.
And I know you have left many blessings as you have left blessings here. We hope you'll take some blessings back home.
This was my 8th grade year of middle school. My second year here at Kamehameha, we were a group of us from all 3 campuses, in fact. Kapalama, Kea'au, and Apueo were asked to be a part of a hui to go and be as ambassadors, the landing party for Hokule'a. The whole experience was surreal because it was in an aina that was foreign to me. I had never been to the East Coast. Very few times before then had I been to the States. And yet, in this aina surrounded by these other kanaka oiwi of that land, did I find poe Hawaii. So it was kind of this alolua palua of ayavohe malihini. I'm a malihini in their land, and yet I feel a sense of kama'aina to the people. I remember the chilliness of the morning as we stood there at the dock. Of course, we had hume our malo not long before then. It was this almost hallowed silence as we start to see more and more of the Hokule'a as it comes up the river. And once they get within full view of us, that silence is broken by the kani of their pahu. Welcoming in, calling in, the same way that we have kahea and the Maoris have karanga. We hear that from the Piscataway people. They have the same pahu and they have these same ho'opa'a. Maybe not exactly the same, and the lahui was a little bit different, but the kahua of these poe oiwi, so far from where I'm from, remain the same.
Our ancestors are buried in this land. That's what makes the land so sacred. On behalf of the Piscataway Indian Nation, and speaking very humbly on behalf of the Earth Mother, I wish to welcome you here.
Chief Billy Tayak had shared that in the 12,000 years of his people being on this land, that no one since that has come in, that has visited, has ever asked permission of his people. And so how special that this auna Hawaii, the Hokule'a, would come and ask permission before even stepping off the canoe. The same processes that we know, the same loina and ka'ina that we have for ho'okipa, you know. I'm never gonna walk straight into Effie's house. I'm always gonna take off my shoes. I'm always gonna call to her before I walk in, instead of just walking in uninvited, you know. And putting that in a greater frame of, my people are going to visit your people, and I would never step on your land without calling to you to know that I was welcome first. And much more, that I don't come empty-handed, that I come, if not with physical things, that I come with mele, I come with conversations with aloha.
To see all of these many faces, this diverse coalition that has come here today to welcome the Hawaiians on their voyage. And we would like to say today, to bless them on the rest of their voyage, and may the Creator bless them.
The ocean does not divide us. It actually connects all of us together.
Their va'a out there, greeting our va'a, being in the same waters, you know, seeing that sight was really special. It was just a really special moment for both cultures.
Come from Yakutat to escort our kuni from across the ocean. Among the paddlers on this canoe, we have those from the Kanek Wan, the Gutyak Magwantan, Kekwedi, Chukanedi, the Wushkitan, and Wushkitan Yatki.
It was a crazy sight, and I think being there to be the connection between the two cultures was extraordinary. Never would I have thought I'd be in Alaska, in Amalo, while it was raining. Oh man, that's the coldest I've ever been. I went up along with 5 other Hamana. The occasion was so special that no matter how cold we were there, and it was our kuleana to be there, making sure that we have that bridge between Hawaiian culture and their native Alaskan culture. I was one of the people pouring ava to give to all the elders. Being able to be a part of an ava ceremony, especially to that caliber, was really special. I'll say that I don't exactly love the flavor of ava, but I think seeing another culture take part in my own culture, seeing them willingly partake and be a part of what I see as my home in another place was really, really heartwarming. We were accompanied by the Taiwanese delegation. Taiwan, they're actually part of our Austronesian ancestry, and seeing that we were sending off Moana Nui Akea and sending off Hokule'a on her journey, we thought it was important to bring some people from our Austronesian heritage to witness and take testimony and just be a part of something that they are connected to. I think the exchange of culture is the perfect way to teach any of the cultures involved about all those methods, all those practices, the traditions. You hear the term a lot, cultural exchange. When you really think about it, that exchange is really, really important, Although the languages and maybe the rhythms were different, that same beat and that same spirit was there. I kind of see it as a two-sided kind of thing where they physically and culturally they were giving hospitality to us in their homeland. But at the same time, we were also showing the same hospitality back with our own culture. That reciprocation is important, especially in hospitality, Both sides have to be able to welcome the other side for the hospitality to work out. They taught us how to weave with cedar bark. Seeing how they do it with a different kind of wood, a different technique, it was really interesting to see not only the differences there, but the similarities to how it looks to lauhala or other methods or Hawaiian methods of weaving. There's so many cultures up there. And I think having the opportunity to learn about as many cultures as possible is the best way for you to see how the world works and how everyone is connected. Finding a bridge between you and another individual is such a big thing. And when you bring it up to a cultural level with two cultures, it's an even bigger thing. Definitely everyone in that room was there to be connected. And you could see it. You could definitely tell that everyone there wanted to be there. And everyone there was ready to learn.
From the moment we landed there, we were just embraced with this aloha. Even though we speak different languages, that idea of like hospitality was like a common theme throughout the whole trip. It really was set in place when we went to Kaviangan, and we were greeted by their own like ceremony. They shared with us things that are important to them. The gunshot was a blank. Just the sound of it was to welcome high-ranking guests. And that alone was just, it's like really humbling. We walk in and then we hear the pool, the gunshot, and you see there's like fire on the ground. You walk over that smoke just to like cleanse your body and cleanse your spirit. You see the village and you see like Kupuna all the way down to the keiki just welcoming us and singing to us. Dancing and like just being there with each other was amazing. Uncle Randy them like really told us, this is our family, this is our ohana. It wasn't until like we were actually there that it kind of like set in for me. They were our family.
He aloha Taiwan e. A'o Kamehameha e.
A'o Kamehameha e.
O Kamehameha e.
O Kamehameha e.
A'o Hawaii e.
O Hawaii e.
This was like the big show of the entire trip. All around the stage were like the different tribes. And in front of you, you see the mayor and the important people in the political scene in Hualien. The first night, we danced Aloha Tahiti and a lot of other mele that were based on voyaging, because it said that our ancestors from Taiwan, they were the first voyagers. The second day was more kahiko like driven, special dances for healing, which was really special as well. And the last day was more awana. Awana, we could just get like relax and like just have fun with our ohana and just share with them like the love from our aina and to give it back to them. we're two different countries. But when you go there, you realize how much like connections there are. Each village that we went to, there was a certain set of like kuleana and things that we had to do.
Normally we use what we call an apu. Can everybody say apu? Apu. Apu is a coconut shell that's cut lengthwise to make the cup.
When we were there, we would oli for them and we would hula, like just sharing things that from our culture that we find important and giving it to them. And they would do the same thing for us. They would reciprocate that. And that was, you know, how each exchange kind of went. Speaking from my experience, I was really scared to go to another country. And it's not like I was going by myself, but it was like away from my family and like just being in a new place. But when you realize that these people and the ways that they treated us, it was the type of love that, you know, that you would share with your family. So it wasn't like leaving home, is what I would say. The hospitality and the aloha was just, it was eminent in the entire space.
For me, it felt really welcoming to know that, wow, this whole community, all these people would gather to be there and welcome us to this area. We're not in Hawaii, but knowing that there's family waiting for us and calling out for us through these words that are so similar was really special, just standing there as they welcome us for that first time. Being able to
enter something that was dreamed up by such a great visionary like Sir Hector Busby. In the same way that we have this Ka'iwa Kilo Moku, I felt a connection to that.
A sister institute of the Kupe Waka Center in Aotearoa is our very own Ka'iwa Kilo Moku, which opened its doors at Kamehameha School's Kapalama in 2012. Founded by beloved Hawaiian leader and former trustee Myron Pickey Thompson, father of revered master navigator Nainoa Thompson, the center serves as a community gathering place for cultural living, learning, and hosting guests, most especially our extended family from the Pacific.
The Star Compass over there at the Kupe Waka Center, it was really breathtaking to see the magnitude of all the houses there, and then in the fine details, all the different ki'i representing the people or the land you would find out over that way towards that Star Compass. We did a few hula in there, and also eventually serving awa in there. I remember taking the apu across the Star Compass to one house, and then we would make our way all the way across, serving awa to the other side of the house. That was really special to me, just being able to walk the Star Compass and knowing that the audience could also kind of take in the different sides of the compass, how all of the constellations and celestial bodies are kind of moving. The ki'i maui po ki'i, carved over here in Hawaii, and able to take it over then to Aotearoa, present it as a gift for Sir James Henare and his ohana as he declared Hawaii the sixth tribe of Taitokerau. Carrying it, it felt special to be shouldering something of that magnitude. So much time spent in the carving of it, and I thought that was really special to take a piece of our land here, Hawaii, our people, and have it there at the marae, kind of as representation of an ongoing connection. As the ki'i lives there, we always have that spot in the marae.
Just coming together and remembering the voyage of the Hokule'a across the Pacific. It's landfall here, brought back memories.
I'm always learning, thinking about Ho'okipa and what it is to welcome someone. I always remember how I felt, whether it be seeing smiling faces or the huge gathering of people that are there to welcome, us. I think all of my experiences really strengthened my own cultural connection, understanding, identity. And to see all of these people, all of our family from Aotearoa, so strong and steadfast in their own culture, I think was really inspiring to me.
ka ale kai, ka ale I, ka ale moi, ka ale ona motu e tu mai e tu tamai ka pola o ka wa'akaulua me ka hanui, ka haloa, ka haho'onga. He hati o mai o e ia unei la, he hati o mai o e ia unei la, e ngati rua wahia. E ngati rua wahia.
In 2017, Hokule'a and Hikianalia returned home to Hawaii after circumnavigating the Earth on the Ma'alama Honua voyage.
When you're ready, we'll head in. Whenever you're ready. Turn camera,
They were escorted along the south shore of Honolulu by a flotilla of double-hulled voyaging canoes, paddling canoes, boats, kayaks, and surfers, with tens of thousands of people on shore waiting with anticipation. The reception at Magic Island included elaborate greeting protocols and regal pageantry, epic and unprecedented. Oli, hula, gifting, feasting, all of the hallmarks of Hawaiian hospitality were on display, including entertainment by some of Hawaii's finest performers. Woven throughout this diverse tapestry of humanity is a common thread of ho'okipa, acts of hospitality, generosity, kindness, and love. Aloha. Tonight, some 1,800 Kamehameha students will lift their voices in celebration of hospitality here in Hawaii. From the Magoon family property at Mahai'ula Kona to the old plantation Ku'uhome, formerly on the grounds of the Neo Blaisdell Center Arena, e kipa e nanea e ho'olau kanaka. We invite you to join us this evening for Songs of Hospitality.